All right, little update on George's car. So he's changing tires, putting new tires on it. He's going to send these over to AB and get them re-powder coated. They're not in bad shape, so he's going to get those guys to do their magic, put his brand spanking new tires on. I'll show you those in a minute. But one of the first things you do when you know you're taking tires off, so these are the tires that decided to go with. We've had really good luck with these, by the way. I remember talking to our rep at Tire Rack. He said these were purchased from Bridgestone. These 300 tread wear, George?
Yeah.
I think they are, yeah. So they're a good street tire. You're not going to go through them in, you know, 6 months. They're going to be decent for the street, but of course, plenty of traction. This is the size we're going with on the rear. This is the size we're going with on the front. All right, so things have been going really well in the store for us. Thank you so much for the orders. It's doing better than I could have expected. This is what we call our master rebuild kit for the S2000. Comes with the foam isolator. In the shifter, it kind of looks like this. This is the retainer ring that usually gets busted. This is the shift boot that gets destroyed. It all kind of sits like this. This is the pivot ball. This is the part that we call the cage, and we give you enough grease to rebuild this. Again, this has been on back order for a while. We just got 10 of them in. So another thing here, I've been asked about this for so long. This is the stainless bolts that we use for the rotors, and now we have a little packet of anti-seize. So it's not our favorite space grease, but it's Permatex. Put those bolts in. If you ever need a brake job, it'll make your life easier. Again, these are in the store now. Check them out. All right, last but not least, most of the t-shirts are selling very quick. Extra large, large is sold out completely. I don't know what it is about large. It must be a very popular size in the S2000 community. 6 extra large left. I think there's 6. I'll have to look at the inventory. A few LHTs, a few of the classics, a few of the Colorado shirts left. Check them out. Go to the store, support the channel. Also support the EG build we're currently involved in. If you haven't seen that, look for that video. But this is all supporting the channel and supporting what we do to bring you guys content. It's again, I think this ignition is jacked up. Lights are on. The VSC is lit up. Again, we wrote that on based on what we saw in the inside, and then a chipped JDM B16. Notice how we said chipped. I kind of got hooked on this stuff through George. George drinks a lot of it because it's 0 sugar, and he tries to stay away from sugar intake. I started getting headaches in the afternoon, and I thought it was because we're not drinking enough. It's hot in here. It's usually 95, 96, 97 during the day. And we try and drink a bunch, but sometimes you find yourself getting sidetracked and you don't drink, and you get stinking headaches. I was getting headaches every day, you know, 3, 4 o'clock. And then I found out there was one time I didn't drink any of this, and I started editing videos at like 6 o'clock at night. Pulled one out the fridge. Before I got halfway down, I got a stinking headache. So any of you guys, I'm not telling you not to drink it. I'm just telling you I'm not drinking it anymore, because since I stopped drinking it, I don't have headaches. I'm switching back to Gatorade. Plus, being hot, I think it has better things in it. $736 right now, and we're starting the temperature off at 85. Yesterday a high of 100. Hopefully we can keep it cool today, because it is hot. So I'm going to show a few little shots of this car. I'm not doing the full build videos because they don't really get any views, and honestly it takes way too much time of editing and filming. I'm going to kind of change up the videos a little bit, plus something a little bit different going to be coming on the channel, and hopefully that will get attention. Again, it's one of those things, you know, our channel isn't for everybody. It's not full of burnouts and racing and that kind of stuff. We're kind of pretty conservative around here. Basically, we're treating your car the way we would want our car treated. Last thing a customer wants to do is send his car across the country and have it feature in somebody's video racing or burning their tires off. We don't do that. All right, exciting news this week from Honda Acura. So what are you guys thinking about the Acura Integra? Of course, 2022 is, I think, when they're going to actually unveil it. I don't think it's going to be available till the end of the year, so it's probably going to be a 2023 model. And here's my predictions, and again, I'm not an Integra expert. I have owned a few. Esther's owned a couple. I'll put some pictures in here. The yellow Type R was mine. She had a red Integra GSR we did, Type R interior, a turbo build. Super nice car. She absolutely loved that car. So my prediction is it's not going to be a manual. It seems like Porsche is probably one of the last companies that are really offering a manual in a lot of their cars. And from what I hear, the new Nissan Z is going to be a manual. But my prediction, it's going to be a dual clutch transmission, and it's going to be a hybrid. That's just kind of the way Honda are going, most of the companies are going, so that's my prediction. Other exciting news, the NSX Type S. Now, at first glance, it looks like they just put a front and back bumper on it. They said, there you go, there's a new refresh model. And obviously to up the horsepower, 27 horsepower, is very, very easy on that car. If you saw any of the videos that we've done, we made over 100 with 2 simple bolt-ons, made the car extremely fast. But a little bit more digging. They changed the turbos to the GT3 turbos. That's the GT3 from the NSX GT3 race car. So a little bit more capacity on the turbos. Other exciting news is it has larger injectors. It's direct injected, but they're saying it has 25% larger injectors. So that kind of leaves room for a little bit more power in the future. Plus reprogramming the transmission makes it downshift faster, and of course probably extending the RPMs on the shift, which I'd be surprised to see how much faster that car is. I'd love to get my hands on one and take it to the drag strip, because we did do a ton of racing with ours to get some base numbers and tuned numbers. But I'm willing to bet out the box that car is going to run a 1090. My car ran a 11.3 bone stock, and it managed to just squeeze an 11.2. But I think that new car, I think it's going to go 10.9, so stay tuned for that. Keep an eye on that. All right, so keep your calendars clear. Middle of October, I don't know the exact date, we are going to the Dragon again. We usually go to SEMA this time of year. It's been part of George's bonus to pay him to go to SEMA and do the whole week away, but of course COVID's still kind of sucking. I don't want to walk around in a diver's mask or, you know, like a hazmat suit the whole time. And I don't think SEMA and Vegas is going to be quite what it used to be until things come back to normal. So we decided to do the Dragon again. We did the Dragon last year. Everybody came except Mike. Hopefully everyone's going to make it this year. It'll be George, myself, Steve, Jeff, and Mike. Hopefully he doesn't buy an extremely large TV and drop it on his foot like he did last year. Hopefully he can make it and he can drive his Camaro. I will bring enough t-shirts for everybody. As time gets closer, I'll put a little promotion on each video to say, hey, Dragon Trip, come by and meet us. I want to make sure I bring a t-shirt for everybody. I'll give you a t-shirt. Tell me what kind of t-shirt you want. I'll give you it. And it's not just about meeting the guys from LHT. It's about getting together with a bunch of car guys. And I honestly believe it's the best community there is. You get a bunch of car guys together. It doesn't matter what language you speak, what color you are, where you came from, what car you're into. You have a shared passion. You end up making friends with someone you had no idea you could be friends with. They're sharing so many things of you. You make friends. I'm telling you, we've made so many friends over the years. We were surprised last year. I won't say surprised, I was shocked. I thought 3 or 4 people would show up. We had probably 40 people show up on a weekday in the middle of nowhere in the mountains. I mean, that was just absolutely floored me. So if we can get a bigger meet this year, maybe I'll try and put something together. We'll probably meet at Fontana Dam like last year. I'll put the pictures in here so you can get an idea where we are at. I'll give you an exact date as we get closer, but I do plan to do a meet. I'd love to see you guys. Meet myself, George, Jeff. You've seen Steve a little bit on the channel. If you watch any of our videos, you'll see him in there. And you've seen Mike. Mike's been to the road course a few times with me. And of course, Mike, I've known Mike for 20 years. In fact, most of these guys I've known for a long time. So mark your calendars. As soon as I give you the date, try and make it there. I think it'll be a blast. Now look at the size difference of this car to this car. Just amazing how big the Civic has got. I remember when the Civic was a small car. Anyway, this is obviously a Civic Type R. You know what this is. We lowered this about a year ago. This belongs to a friend of ours. We're going to change the intercooler. I'll show you it before and after. This has the factory intercooler. He does have a intake by Mishimoto, and I think he has an exhaust. I'll show you it once we get it up in the air. But we're going to install an intercooler he provided. You guys have seen inside these cars before. But look at this seat. This is like a seat to the next level. These are so nice. Look at this. And they're good quality material too. I'll show you the miles on it here in a minute, but look at the seats, still in pristine condition. If you take care, you gotta make sure you don't sit on this bolster, get your butt over here. Don't rest on this bolster at all. This is what you will roll getting in and out if you're not careful. All right, you can hear the exhaust on there. 36,500 miles. So again, I know that's not a lot of miles. Just always like to show you what the miles and the condition of cars look like, just so you can get an idea of their, I forget the parking brake. Of course, new electric parking brakes throw you off a little bit. So he does plan on doing more to this. I'll give you an update as he does it. I don't know what else he's doing. I'll talk to him later. Give you an update. Alright, so we couldn't end the video without showing you the wheels that George has on his car now. So do you want to say what color it is before I show it? Is there a name for it?
I don't remember.
Bright.
Yeah, Bright.
Let's call them Bright, and I called them Loud. Look at those. Are they highlighter or what? I don't know if the camera does it justice, but those suckers are bright. We don't know what color it is, but it sure is bright. It's like a highlighter yellow. And depends on the color of the day. If you stand in front of it with your blue shirt, it kind of reflects off the blue shirt. When I stand here and look at it, it almost goes green. It's like it takes a lime green look to it, reflects from my shirt, but then when you get away, it goes brighter yellow. Actually looks better on the car, I gotta admit. It looks better now it's on the car than what I thought it was gonna look like. I know it might be a little overkill, but I almost would change those color stickers to the wheels. I think it can look cool. And you're talking about doing some other parts too, right?
Yeah, not much, mainly just stickers.
Yeah, so if you're coming, I mentioned it in the video, we're going to do a dragon trip this year, and we are going to do an official meet. We will promote it a little bit closer to the time, let you know exactly what the meet spot is, which will be Fontana Dam, I think, and the time frame. So you can come and see us. George will be taking this to the Dragon.
That's my favorite.
The amazing thing is how well they fit. So if you can't read that, it's 255, 40, 17, and the wheel fits nice, the tire fits nice. Look at that, no crazy camber, no rub-in, no tuck-in, no craziness. Just looks proportionally correct, I think. So yeah, you'll be able to see this car if you come to the meet. Be able to meet everybody else that's into the same thing as you are, which is cars. And you'll see this car and whatever I end up bringing and everybody else. So check this car out. Give George a follow, Mr. Woodgrain. I know he's got some more plans for this back area over here. He's taking that off, but we'll talk about that when he gets it. Just wanted to give you a little update on the car.